When I decided to get my money right, the majority of the financial conversation and advice given to me was all traditional stuff about playing defense, such as stick within the budget, get rid of this, get rid of that, just be small, just minimalize your life. You'll be all right. Get rid of all the stuff. All right, let's go sell the rings too. Put this at the pawn shop. I'm getting rid of it. Get rid of this Ayrton Senna helmet. $5,000 helmet. Who needs that? Get rid of the officially signed basketball by Coach John Calipari. Get rid of that too. Hey, why don't we sell this too? I mean, after all, the Chicago Cubs took them 108 years to win a World Series. Why don't we sell this jersey? After all, Wayne Gretzky personally signed it for me. And this hockey puck. Let's get rid of this stuff too. Yeah, let's get him our Rolex too as well. It's only a $30,000 presidential. Who needs that? You know what? Let's get rid of it all. Get rid of all my cars? Get rid of my Escalade? Get rid of my Mercedes too? There's only 500 of these in the world. You gotta understand, man. Marines, we don't play defense, baby. We play offense. And as an entrepreneur translating all that stuff from the Marine Corps into business, we play offense. Had a lot of money mistakes. I had a lot of financial troubles. I had a lot of financial missteps. Came back from a deployment, came back from the Persian Gulf War, came back from Operations Restore from Somalia, Africa. So here's the bottom line. I've gotten so much further in my life getting ahead and being money smart, but not playing defense. Yes, I've had to be smart with my money in terms of raising 4 kids, about having a household, about having a wife, about having expenses go out. But I've gotten so much further ahead by playing offense and doubling, tripling, quadrupling, 10xing, 100xing my income and focusing on that versus minimizing everything that I was already spending already.
Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bill, yo.
Hey, before all this whole money smart guy type of stuff, I had a car in high school. I took the bus everywhere, the 322 bus. Matter of fact, it's right here. That was my car growing up, man. The name of my car was called Pache, Pace, right? The name of my car was Pache. That was my car growing up, man. So April is dedicated to Financial Literacy Month. See, if you want to get ahead in life, you want to get somewhere financially, you got to have a financial education, not necessarily academic education, but more specifically, a financial education. And sadly, our academic school system and our curriculum has failed us. How do I know this? Think about this. Don't you learn more from your bad mistakes with money than your good experience with money? That's why they don't teach us and educate us about money. Because we only learn when we follow up and mess up with money versus when we should be learning it in the classroom growing up about the do's and the don'ts, about personal finance, but they don't have it in our school system. My whole entire life, I've been told you're not Filipino enough. You're too tall. You're too skinny. You're too broke. You don't have a good enough credit score. You don't make enough money. Aren't you getting tired of that shit? I mean, don't you want to play offense? And here's the reality. You don't need an education. You don't need a pedigree. You don't even need a credit score. You don't even need to make a lot of money to start changing your life financially. I realized a couple things about myself, my individual journey, is I was more fired up about creating and controlling my income versus then limiting myself into a budget. See, oftentimes the traditional advice that you get about personal finance, the traditional advice you get about money and handling money is just restrict to a budget, cut the cable, cut the Starbucks, reduce your lifestyle, be a minimalist, right? And not really enjoy life, not even having a lifestyle. I said, you know what? Even though I'm a single father with raising my children, with custody of my children, I want to live a life. And the second part about being money smart is committing to a lifestyle that you want to live. And if you don't have the financial means to get there, your challenge then is to improve and to increase your financial education so you live a life that you want, not the life that you settle for. What always amazed me after I took the 322 bus into Oak Brook is to drive around neighborhoods just like this compared to the neighborhoods I grew up in. I'm looking at these homes, big, gigantic homes. I'm thinking to myself, what the heck do these people do? What do they know about money and how to get these homes that I don't know about money? And instead of getting mad at them, instead of getting angry at them and thinking that rich people were jerks, I'd say, you know what? I need to increase my financial education. You know why? Because there's two tax systems, there's two money systems, there's two economic systems. Real basic is those that know and those that don't know. What do you want to do and what do you want to become? And the third part about being money smart is you got to surround yourself with like-minded thinkers and most importantly, like-minded action takers. Like I've ran across so many people in my 19 years as an entrepreneur that consume so much content. They go back to school to get another degree, master's degree, PhD, but they come back and they implement zero. They take no action. I mean, they don't even have the battle scars or the mistakes to prove they even attempted to implement and execute some of the things that they learned. Why? Because they're afraid to make mistakes. They're afraid to do something wrong. And that's why every 90 days, my business partners and I, we get together, we travel to a different part of the country, we travel to a different location, because Albert Einstein says something very profound, is that a problem cannot be fixed in the same level of consciousness in which it was created. You want to make $100,000? You need to surround yourself in that environment. People making $100,000 is no big deal. You want to make $1 million a year? You need to plug yourself into an environment. Making $1 million a year is no big deal. When you hang around people that create and vibrate at a higher temperature, a higher intensity level than you, that's when you know you're in the right environment. That when you're around them or this group of folks and you're uncomfortable because you're not taking action, that's the right environment to be a part of. And I dare you to do that, because if you dare yourself to execute and follow through with the things that you say that you want to do, that's how you become money smart. And I made a decision a long time ago that I want to be tomorrow's old money. What about you?